I want to turn your attention to a very, very important quote that I've come across in the past, and I've actually wanted to raise this issue multiple times, and believe it or not, I would then lose the quote. But anyway, here I have it, because this quote is very important. This comes from a guy called Ernest Istook, and it turns out he was a member of Congress in America. So here is a guy who had power and was in the Congress. And he says this about America. He says, America's strength is not our diversity. Our strength is our ability to unite people of different backgrounds around common principles. A common language is necessary to reach that goal. Now, this is an example of what you could call white arrogance. All whites, all of us without exception, have got a certain arrogance to us, in that when we see other people fail, including other whites failing, we always think that we can do better than them. And it's actually a race-wide arrogance. But I don't think it's something evil or demented. It's just that as a race, we're a confident people. We are confident in our ability to solve problems. So whites never see anything as a big threat or a big hassle, because our natural mindset is to solve problems. So if we look at what other whites do and we say, look at the French screwed up over there, look at the Germans, dumb Germans, look at the Australians, idiotic Australians. So we have our arrogance among ourselves, and then we say, we won't do that, we'll do better than that, etc. But it's because we're a problem-solving kind of a people. But this kind of thinking can also lead to a lot of delusion if you don't know your history. So here he is saying this, our strength is not our diversity, it's our ability to unite people and bring them together. But there's no proof of any of that in history at all. So he's just talking that nonsense. And by the way, he was a Republican. He was a Republican when the Republicans were more right-wing than the crazy lunatics that they are now, where Republicans act like Democrats and so forth. It's just total nonsense. It has no meaning anymore. But anyway, this guy is actually fooling himself, and this kind of thinking can fool everybody. And Jews and liberals will enjoy playing with this kind of stuff. They will encourage this kind of stupidity. This is the exact kind of stupidity that we had among our white rulers at the end of white rule in South Africa, where all of a sudden they come out and they say, you know what, for decades we've been doing it wrong, now we're doing it right. But in actual fact, all that's happening is that you are taking yourself a couple of steps closer to the gallows. So he now says, we can unite people around common principles. Let me explain something. These people who are coming into your country, these people are failures and human garbage. And these failures and human garbage are coming into your country because they want money. They want money and they want a better life, because where they come from, they're a bunch of useless clowns and they are born failures. And all they are looking for is what can they get out of you. They are there not because they give one shit about America or Canada. They are there because they are trying to see what can they parasite off of you. And the kings of parasitism, the Jews, are bringing in the other parasites. That's all that's happening here. And everyone is faking it and pretending, oh, I'm an American, I give a fuck about America, I love America, I can be part of America, you will see that the Jews and all of these other human garbage, okay, are not loyal to your country. The only people that are truly loyal to America are the original white Americans. Everybody else is a clown, is a fool, is a liar, and they are just there to steal from you. That's all they're there for. They are greedy and they want to grab everything that they can for free from you. And of course, have opened the gates to all this. So they get there and then they want to be this and they want to be that and they want a house and they want a job and they want a salary in US dollars. I can tell you that for someone from Africa, a US dollar is like gold. You might not think it's worth much, but let me tell you, a black from Africa sees a US dollar as a piece of gold, okay? These people just want to get their hands on your stuff, okay? And let me tell you, when they are sick and tired of America or they don't like certain things, they'll pack their bags and they'll be gone. The Jews are at the top of the list. They'll bugger off when America is on fire, when people are bleeding in the streets, etc. They'll be gone, and you whites are going to be sitting with the real problems. So all this notion, oh, America, we're so special, we can do something that no one else can do, we can take all kinds of people and unite them. No, man, those are just useless losers. They're just there to come and see what they can grab from you, what you are stupid enough to give them, etc. That's all that's going on here. And of course, are busy talking, oh no, we're all equal, we're humans, and we can all work together. I heard the same shit coming out of the mouth of my friend, and I've seen what these weak liberal scum come up with. This is junk thinking, and if you think that America is special and America can take in vast amounts of human garbage and then suddenly by magic everything's going to be great, ditto for Canada, you people have lost your sense of reality. I have mentioned before the history of nations and empires. I've mentioned time and again that empires are made up of diverse peoples. An empire is when you get multiple groups of people creating a country. South Africa, the country South Africa, is an empire. America has become an empire. And when you've got lots of different people in the same country, you are going to get stress, and you've got lots of other problems that come from this. When you've got lots of people with different backgrounds, they don't feel the same about all things. They've got different priorities. They have got different problems and different priorities. And you Americans, because you live in a time of peace, you don't know what happens when things get worse. When things get worse, you're going to see things that you've never seen before. You mustn't imagine that just because the shopping mall is working well today, that everybody's going to be happy in the future and that the shopping mall will keep on delivering. Money comes and money goes. The shopping mall dries up. The know these things, and the will be out of your country. And then you are going to be sitting with human garbage in your country, and you're going to have more human garbage than you've already got. Your entire society is focused on money, money, money. South Africans were exactly the same. My own family were exactly the same. and all that money goes away, and all the business and the wheeling and dealing disappears, and you are sitting with a country with serious problems that money cannot fix. And then you are going to see, when you've got troubles, you're going to see how people start arguing and fighting. And then you are going to see the differences between people. I cannot impress enough upon you the stupidity of that quote that you see in front of you. And you must be very careful of other Americans who think like this.